Alright, you're with Al, and this is Chronicles of a Not Yet Champion Golfer. Got him back, haven't I? Because I haven't got enough to talk about myself this week.
Bald-headed Biff is back.
Oh, look at that. Just your bald head, no hat on. He's played more events than me, so I thought it might be somewhat interesting to get his little take on what he's been playing in. And you've made the 3 cuts, the 3 big cuts, one of them top 10. How many top 10s have you had this season?
Quite a few now.
It's like 5. So we're just going to play 3 or 4 holes and talk about stuff.
Well, if I'm missing it a little bit down the right, it sounds soft, but just aim it a bit further left then.
And try and change your swing on the day.
You've got to go into absolute performance mode.
It went straight. First things first, I'm watching back some of my videos and...
Hang on, why are you driving?
Don't know, because my clubs are on that side. Better driver, mate. Looking back some of the videos and the comments, and a lot of them, like, brilliant, really appreciate the comments that people make, genuinely do, and they give really good advice, to be fair. Watching some of them back helps me because I can actually see people saying, like, I shouldn't be so hard on myself or be negative, and I've kind of brushed it off in the past, but actually looking at it, I am at times quite negative. You can see it in my body language and stuff, and I'm not going to be negative. That's something I'm going to address from now on. So I've just nearly missed the ball, but I'm in the middle of the fairway. That's my first positive. Be positive. That's my goal.
Mine, but into the middle of the rough somewhere, so we'll go and find that. That's a positive because I might find it, so it'll be fine.
Positive Al.
Got a positive Al.
Go on, tell them about your putt you just did.
Well, I've just hold mine, so this for the half. Hit a dog pitch to 40 foot and hold it. Oh! Could be a long day, this.
That'll be 1-0 to Paul. That wasn't an official challenge. I'll give you that because you hold it like from about 45 foot. I walked after mine. Should never walk after it. That's rule number 1. I was too positive, if anything. No! Challenge number 2. Who's less bald? 1-all. I went a little 2-iron.
Yeah, down the wind, 300 to that trap, should stay short.
Listen to the noise out of this 2-iron. Oh.
That was as well. Who's got the smaller nose?
2-1. Damn.
Who's taller?
3-1.
Who's fatter? Oh no, hang on.
Yes!
Oh, it's a beautiful golf swing.
Eased it down there, mate. Oh.
Maybe we should ease every shot, that's filth.
Get in there, yes! Oh. So like I said before, I haven't played any events in July. Just not been the events to play in. PGA seemed to have like a little break, and yeah, other options are just expensive. Pablo's played several events. Yeah. Valderrama first, talk us through that one.
I absolutely love Valderrama. It's one of my favourite courses, to be honest. It's just brutal, and I just didn't go there playing that well. Just didn't quite control my golf ball that well. I ended up missing cut. Went on to Ireland the week after, so first taste of links golf before obviously the Open, which was great. Obviously,
you weren't
7th.
in the Open at that point, were you? But
finished top 10 in Lahinch. Finished 7th, which obviously then got me into the Open, which then tagged on to the week straight after the Scottish, which then put me into...
Battery's running out, mate. Spoke too long, battery's running out, going to change the battery. That's where your trusty 2-iron finished.
Yeah, not so trusty.
How far have you got?
180.
What club?
8-iron down the wind, bit of a jump at the rough.
What shot are you going to hit?
I don't know.
Okay, that's the one, innit? That's what you should be thinking.
Flag to that next tree along with little zone I like to try and hit it in.
Okay, zone work. I did some zone work last week.
Like that, don't you?
Zoney cones.
Love it. That's not in the zone.
What are you doing?
Don't know. I've caught what you had before.
You played in the Open. What's happening?
It's fine. It's on the green.
Yeah, it's fine. It's on the green. Look at the positives. When it's on the green, it's on the green. You can easily miss the green from 180. How far did you have?
180.
180. I guess the standard. Honestly, it's like third time they run me over in a buggy. Measure how far that is, please. Slow. 150 what? 54.
54 with the elevation.
At 190 to the bushes.
Yeah, 180 to the bushes. So
Okay.
don't hit it 191 because you'll end up in a bush.
Okay. Is that all right?
You know what?
Not much divot there, to be honest.
The same as mine. It's on the green. That'll do.
Because I haven't had tournaments, I've tried to practice as much as I can in a competitive state of mind. So those are the challenges I've put on, the 9 holes I've played, scoring all the time, because I think that's, without actually playing tournaments, it's the only way I can kind of recreate that sort of feeling of being a little bit nervous now when I get on the camera. Because I know people are watching, you don't want to make an idiot of yourself. Do you get nervous in normal events, or trying to figure out the difference in a normal event to the Open?
The first tee, the Open was, yeah, definitely felt it.
Do you get nervous on any first tee?
Not really. The only other one really is Dunhill. First tee, St Andrews. Don't know why. Just I think because of the place and everything. But yeah, first tee of the Open, yeah, you do get a bit nervous. And there's other weeks, like say, where you actually don't get that nervous.
It's weird, isn't it, that?
Like you're trying to, in your own mind, be like, oh, it's just another week, it's just another week, it's just another week. And then you walk over the bridge and there's thousands of people everywhere. And you walk down a little alleyway, like in through the gallery. And above you there says, this is the one. And a picture of the claret jug. And you're like, ah, I'm at the Open. Yeah. Oh no.
Little break for a challenge. I feel like this is tailored to you, this challenge.
Well, we'll play it.
You've done the swing speed one, and
yeah, you have to hit the fairway.
Okay, you have to hit the fairway, long drive. Oh, he's hit the fairway and he's smoked it as well. See, now that's pointless for me now.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to hit a good one. But it's good though, because it just puts you under. Well, it's put me under pressure because I've had to stand there and hit a good shot.
Put me under pressure. I mean, if you hit a good one, I know I'm struggling because I haven't got my speed up to 120, have I? Are you taking the piss?
And he just swung it.
Look at where it is.
At 119.9. Straight down the middle of the fairway. Oh, woof.
I've hit the fairway. I've hit it good.
And we've just had another 5 mile an hour breeze into your face, to be fair.
Yeah,
It's definitely puffed up.
I'm happy with myself.
It's a good swing.
I'm pleased. It's a lot for you, isn't it? 4 events in a row.
Yeah, I'm trying not to do that this season. Ideally going to play Germany the week before Valderrama, take Valderrama off, and then have Ireland and Scotland.
Yeah.
What I was going to do. But then Valderrama was given open spots this year. So I was like, I can't not go and play. Obviously good prize fund, open spots available around a great golf course. And then the only downside of that was it ends up with being the most intense week of the year as a 4th week when you're on a little bit of a decline. Obviously made cut at the Open, which was lovely, it was great.
Played with the pro, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you give the fella arm round him on the first tee.
There you go.
Everyone said, oh, he's a lovely lad, he's a lovely lad. He's not. I corrected them, art, look.
I'll tell you what, that's not bad.
Inevitable, really. There's mine. There's mine. Fairway there, and there's his. That's not bad, that.
No, what's that? Face it, 10 yards?
Should we measure it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards. I'm not happy losing the challenge, but I'm happy I've hit the fairway. I'm only 10 yards behind. Not a problem for me, that. Hit the green here now, par 5. Oh, go on then. Go on then. Bird poo, that. There. Bird poo. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it, actually? I had that all lined up to say it doesn't matter how far you hit it when you hit a shot like that, but then you hit a good one. Oh, look at that.
A little play around today. Got
Look
some
at that.
new bits off Wilson. New little special
It's
shaft
lovely,
as well.
isn't
Look
it?
at this. Ooh.
What shaft you got in there?
So it's this new NS
A modus graphite.
Oh no, well it's graphite on steel. And they do a DB as well, I think, which is a different flex profile, but
Wow.
nice.
Thank you.
Real good.
Bonus footage, wasn't it, that? Yeah, where's
Yeah.
Swing Fit?
So my boy here, Stevie Kelbrick, ended up playing in qualifying for Open Seniors as well at Lytham.
Made cut, met Tom Watson.
It's kind of a bit embarrassing when my sponsor can beat me sometimes.
He actually can, he
He
is
is
quality,
good,
by the way. Quality. So, yeah, talking about me not playing that much. Been practicing, playing, recording scores and stuff like that, but I've been working quite a bit in the gym, which Al number 2 is going to show you now. Al! Al! Show what you've been doing. This one's called the Prone Cobra. Alan Walters, a trainer in Dubai that helped me out when I was out there, calls it that anyway. It's about engaging the muscles between the shoulder blades, especially the lower shoulder blades, squeezing together. It's as much about practicing engaging those muscles so that you can then do that in the golf swing, which helps you to control the downswing a little bit more. Weighted switches here, so twisting the lower body and then into a frog jump. I've just named it a frog jump. Now you want to feel like the upper body's stable in the switches. In the frog jump, feel like you really power up through the ground. That's where the power comes from in the golf swing. But trying to land a little bit softer than I do, because that power to actually decelerate is just as important as accelerating. This one's using similar muscles to what I did in the Prone Cobra. So as you get to the end of the exercise, push your chest up, really engage those muscles between the shoulder blades. This helps me to control the transition into the downswing, and something I need to work on more rather than pushing exercises with the big front muscles. Love this one. I follow a guy on Instagram called Darrell, and I've seen this on there. Thought it's really good for core stability, which you know is massive in the golf swing, but coordination as well, trying to catch the ball. It took me a while to learn this. I am rubbish at throwing and even worse at catching, so I'm proud of this one, to be honest. Do you do much in the gym?
I'm doing about 3 or 4 times a week at the moment. I've been training with John Boskill down at Boskill Clinic in London quite a bit.
Really specific stuff?
Yeah,
like...
really specific golf stuff.
You've always, like, this is where everyone's completely different again. Brooks Koepka's not going to do the same stuff that Matt Fitzpatrick, I don't know why Matt Fitzpatrick comes to my head then, but two completely different bodybuilders, they're going to do completely different stuff. Brooks is going to lift heavy weights, and you've always been that way, haven't you?
Yeah, I like feeling that way. You know, it's a power sport, isn't it? You know, it's an explosive movement when you're swinging a golf club. You know, you're not. No, I don't think there's much point in running 10k because you just don't do that. It's not sport specific, is it?
Yeah.
So you may as well be powerful and strong. And
yeah,
you know, you look at some of the best players in the world at the moment. They're all the long hitters. Rory's ripped. DJ's a true athlete. It's like everyone up at that end of the world rankings are proper athletes now.
Yeah, absolutely. Go.
That's a lovely little chip.
Little 50.
Little 50. Right, so is that like your halfway club, if you know what I mean? So you've chipped that and landed that exactly halfway between your flag and then run the other half?
I tested that out on the chipping green. I got me 50, me 54, me 58. Landed it in the same zone. Sounds mad, like a stock chip. So just a chip I felt comfortable with, not to a particular target. Landed it on a tee. Well, I didn't land it bang on a tee. And then just measured how far it carried, how far it rolled. And then I knew that chip was kind of halfway, so then I could pace a chip. I sort of knew that was it, really, that length chip. But I'll pace it out and say a 50, 20 yard chip, carries 10 yards, runs 10 yards. So then I've got a 20, pace it out 20, just go, right, well, it's just my stock chip. Land it 10, run it out, and if it's more or less, you can adapt it, your landing spots, either or.
See Pablo nudging him for eagle. Oh, just needed it in. Lovely little club like flip there.
I've got that down,
nice catch, yeah.
I practice that a lot.
Lovely birdie.
Thank you.
145 into breeze, treacle air. Honestly, Bromber Golf Club has treacle air. The ball goes half the distance, doesn't it?
It's mad. It's like it's a 5 mile an hour breeze, but it plays at 10.
It actually does as well. Right, we're having nearest the pin here, yeah.
45. I've got a little 8 iron.
Actually, before you hit this, what are you doing technique-wise?
Well, like I said before, I'm playing nice at the moment, so I'm just trying to keep it all the same. Kind of, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel or anything. One of the key things that I'm trying to do, though, is making sure the body and the arms are joined together and opening at the same pace. Sometimes, though, with me, I want to feel like the club's laid off. It never is. It's normally across the line. When it goes across the line, this left hand goes a bit weak.
Okay.
So I want to make sure this left hand feels strong, and I want to feel like it's laid off. Now, it might not look laid off, but it's just a feel. So from there, on the way down now, the distance between this arm and my sternum and chest, I want to feel like this gets closer.
Okay.
So as that happens, the arm then comes down, gets into position as I open.
Allows you to use your body more then.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I keep this gap too wide, it doesn't close. And then as I open, it has this effect. Then I've got to pull across the golf ball.
Yeah, okay.
Which then gives me a bit of a high right or a bit of a pull.
Yeah.
It's not as extreme as that, but they're my misses at the moment.
You could hit one of them now, that would be sound.
Yeah, well, we're in playing mode now, aren't we? So I'm actually going to try and forget all about that.
Just keep thinking about that.
Shot.
Yeah, just keep thinking about it.
There's the pin.
145. 145. Oh, he loves the challenges today, doesn't he? Yeah, it's a good shot.
Oh.
Zoomed in on that and everything.
Did you? Went aggressive with line. I don't think I would have gone that aggressive in a tournament.
Good shot.
Tried to get away from it a little bit, working technique, because it's felt good, to be honest, and all my practice has been very much like competition-based, scoring-based, challenges on the course, playing 9 holes. I'll try and go into that mode, and knowing I've done it on the practice ground, actually performed pretty well, should give me confidence when it comes to this.
So are you going to pick a zone now?
The flag, because I need to get nearest the pin.
Okay.
Close.
All right. Well, if you're in a tournament, then
If I was in a tournament, yeah, I'd hit a zone. Yeah.
Like between a flag and a tree or edge of a bush.
Corner of the green, because that's the longest part of the green.
Okay.
So I know aiming at that point, it's only 10 foot right. If I get it spot on, I'm 10 foot away. But I know I can go right of that and left, and I'm still going to be good. You get better shots when you know you're not as much pressure to have that, a little bit of room for error.
But it's nearest the pin, so
yeah, there's no room for error.
Oh, hello.
It's a bit left of yours, isn't it? It's a good shot again.
We'll find out.
When you're warming up, for the Open or in Ireland, when you know you've got a chance to qualify for the Open, do you feel under pressure when you practice, or is that very much just in the zone, like purely to warm up, ready to go?
Purely warming up to play. A warm-up's exactly that for me. It's a warm-up, it's not a practice session.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make sure I go on the golf course as well with what I've got that day. I'm not trying to fight it too much. Obviously, some days you just play rubbish and you can't do anything about it. But I'm also conscious that, well, if I'm missing it a little bit down the right, it sounds soft, but just aim it a bit further left then. I know that, don't fight that.
And try and change your swing on the day.
You've got to go into absolute performance mode. So you've just got to try and figure out a way to get around a golf course that day without doing anything too detrimental, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it in the past where I've tried 10 different swings in one round, trying to save it, trying to change, hitting a slice, or you should just stand there and hit the slice. If that's what you've got on the day, just stand there and hit the slice. There's more value in knowing what way it's going as opposed to standing there thinking I'll try this, but you're in the middle of a comp, so you don't know what the result of that swing's going to be, and you're just hoping that it's lucky.
The thing is as well, if you've got a bit of a slice going on, you're taking a side of the golf course out of play. You can take that left side out of play. You can kind of use it to your advantage at times. So when you've got 2 misses that you're like, oh no. Yeah. Well, if you had 2 misses, we'd all be in trouble. Oh, misses.
Right, well, it was nearest the pin, wasn't it?
Ooh, both a little
They're further away than I thought.
2 good shots, though, to be
fair. I actually do think you've got it.
I think I've got it by literally a ball or half a ball or something.
Yeah. Little hop off the pitch mark. Yours little backwards has just made the difference.
Yeah, ball striking that, mate.
Thought the wind just a little off the right nudged him this way, didn't it?
It's amazing because on camera that looks quite flat, but wait till you see how far right he's going to have to put this.
Little one for you. Start line. I've done it in a putting video before, but if you've not watched it, start line. If you're struggling to know how much it's going to break, picture yourself hitting it dead weight in the middle of the hole. See how far left, try and picture in your mind. You hit it straight at the hole, picture how far left it'd finish. So if I was hitting this dead weight, I'm walking on your line, but I don't care. I would think it'd probably finish about here. So my start line, same distance the other side.
And even that's that low. Wow.
Breaks, isn't it? It probably wasn't the best example there, to be honest, by me, but that's the sort of it actually. If you test out on the putting green, it does actually work most of the time. That in terms of picking a line, you'll get it somewhere near.
It's got to move. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Just your bald head, no hat on. No Wilson hat.
No Wilson hat. I know. Oh. Got on a shirt though.
Oh yeah.
A bit there. And I've got a big red bag there saying Wilson.
Oh he has, yeah.
You can get away with that.
Oh! How good's that sound?
That's better than the other one.
That other one makes me feel sick. That one's lovely.
Goes well, that.
Use that.
That could be going in, that one.
Yes, no more whopper bat.
This is my go-to at the minute. This is what helped out my driving.
Strong now, isn't it, that one?
Hitting 3 wood, yeah. How about you driving by hitting 3 wood?
Nice.
And what have you got next coming up?
I've got 2 weeks off, and then I am in Czech Republic for DD Real Czech Masters, which is always a strong field as well, to be fair. So I'm looking forward to that with good world ranking point opportunity.
Good.
And then I'm defending in Sweden.
Woohoo! Defending, yeah.
Yeah, I love that golf course.
Defending, winning a playoff.
Yeah, Jamie doesn't like it too much because it's actually called the Hills. It's a bit of a hike to get around.
You've got to go into them events, and this is where, again, I keep going back to it, but practicing when you've got results, you've got scores to beat, you're testing yourself all the time, and when you prove to yourself that you can actually perform better than you might think that you could have, you take confidence from that. And especially in your case, Paul birdied 2 of the last 4 in Ireland, knowing he needed to get in the Open. He won in a playoff last year in Sweden. This is ridiculously bumpy.
Yeah.
So knowing that you've done that going forward,
Yeah.
that's how you get confidence, isn't it? So
Yeah,
that's why
absolutely.
practicing in that way is great, but if you can do it in tournaments, perform when you have to, confidence comes from that, and confidence breeds obviously good results.
Absolutely.
I've got to play more in August. Well, I haven't actually planned out the plan. It's all on money really, in terms of what events cost what money, and budgeting a bit for Q School, but I'm certainly going to play. I need to, because I need to be sharp, and exactly what I said to Paul, you can practice as much as you want on the practice ground, on the course, and recreate the situation as much as you can. It's never quite the same, and that's why I think it's difficult for players like, when you talk about Tiger not being sharp going into majors, having not played, whoever you are, I think you need to have that tournament sharpness, so that's why I need to play more in August. So that is the plan. Definitely try and get those events in, perform, and I'll come back with a better update at the end of August. Oh, he's just hit his shot there. Oh, he's actually hit it straight down the flag as well, to be fair. Oh, yeah, doesn't care that I was talking. So that's a level of focus. So when anyone on TV goes, oh, you were talking on my backswing, doesn't bother him.
77 yards. Little challenge.
Okay.
Do you want to pitch it? 75?
Yeah, last challenge of the day, this, isn't it?
Yeah, let you go first because I've been going first, putting the pressure on you, so.
I want me tea. 77.
77.
Been practicing a bit. Been practicing this for me full move. So it wasn't working that technical, but turning into the left arm. And the more I do it, strengthen that left arm more and more. So my bad runners get the club steep. So it shallows. And I'm actually having a lovely little draw of my pitches. So let's try and prove that now. Go.
That's nice. 5 foot, 6 foot.
Final challenge of the day. I don't mind if I lose this now, because I've hit a nice one. Also looks good. Oh, it's short.
Oh, it's popped on me at it. Damn!
You can hit your long drives as much as you want. Drive for show, pitch to get
Close
pitch it closer, and yeah, don't really know where to go with that. Yeah, there we are.
Right.
There we are.
I think Loser picks him up, doesn't he?
Loser gets him. Yeah, you won the challenges 2-1 though, didn't you? Biggest month of the season, would you say? July, really?
Yeah, it is, definitely.
And you've made the 3 cuts, the 3 big cuts, one of them top 10. How many top 10s have you had this season?
Quite a few now.
Must be 5?
5, yeah. 5 out of 12 events.
So yeah, hopefully that's, I know it's a little bit different, and my tournament wise I've not had loads to talk about, but now it's time to really get ready for Q School, which is 2nd week in October. So thanks for watching. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Be bumpier this.